Thank you so much, Prince
Yeah,
Judgment there,
yeah.
right? Thanks a lot. So I have another call on the line, but just a quick reminder, okay, that you can still share a like of this broadcast if you haven't already. So let's take this. Hello,
One name, oh,
one name,
one name the number, one name the so.
Osita, one name
Keep,
number.
keep riding, guys, keep riding high. Yeah.
Sita, you may
Um,
need to come closer to your phone though. It seems to like you are uplifted from it.
I'm close right now. I guess so.
Now you are,
You can
yes.
hear me now. Anyway, I was just listening, but I just wanted to chip in something as regards to um the Yoruba party
Peckham.
in Peckham. There is something I still want us to understand how our relationship and the West goes. Anytime they feel you guys, or we as Africans, anytime they feel that we are turning on the heat on them, they will allow something like this to pass so that they can actually use that medium to infiltrate or penetrate our own polity to destroy whatever we have. So what I'm saying is that when we have to look at the pros and cons, when we look at what is good in it, we should also look at what will be bad in it much, much later. Because they are not going to come after you with their own. They will always use your own.
That's right.
If nobody understands what I'm trying to say, look at the ANC. Go and look at the ANC in South Africa today. It is being sponsored by the Western influence, by the Western money. And that is the reason the ANC today, you'll find out that the ideology that the founding fathers of that ANC has for South Africans is no more what they have today. So we have to be very careful when we are looking at it, that we are forming a Yoruba party, the Igbo should go and form the Igbo party. No. If we know what we want, let us concentrate on what we want. Let us concentrate on ourselves. If we want to be selfish, I tell Africans, if an American politician is talking, he will say American first. The Europeans would say something, they will say the European comes first, that they are the apple of the eyes of the world, that they created what is called civilization today. When you talk about NATO, NATO will tell you that when you touch one person, you have touched every member of NATO.
That's right.
And I do not know the reason why Africans will be there and will think that, our own charity will start abroad. Look at that book that you've been reading with us. It tells you, that book, the summary of that book is that they come after you through and within your own self. They are not going to bring their people, because when they bring their people to you, you are not going to trust them because they know how bad you feel about them. But they will have to penetrate through your own people. The same thing is happening in America here too. If they want to destabilize every union that the blacks they have in America, they will still have to use people like that same community to destroy them. So we have to be very careful for what we wish upon ourselves, because another big problem we have is that we concentrate on today. We don't concentrate on tomorrow. But these people who are adversaries, they concentrate not even next year, not even in 10 years. They concentrate from 40 years and above to carry out their theory. Thank you very much, my brother.
Bless you.
God bless
Osita, one name, the number. God bless you, and it's good to hear from you second time today. That's Osita, ladies and gentlemen. Here is another call on the line. And also, Festus, thanks a lot for your super chats. Indeed, okay. I have another caller on the line. Let's go there. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Once
Good evening,
again.
brother. Idris, is that you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Grand.
Ah,
Please.
okay. Yes, sir. I was actually watching from the beginning, sir. So I had known that you actually picked the call. So I'm still watching from the back. But let me just quickly make my own points. Yeah, concerning number one, that's of Kenya. Well, I will actually give it to them because I believe that freedom is not something that is being given lightly, except you fight for it. And those people, they actually fight for it. They claim the victory of it. Unlike we here in Nigeria, that for example, that's of the national anthem. I don't know why there shouldn't be a revolution for the clampdown of that national anthem. I think from there it should have started, but you will see some mofos, you will see some idiots that they are still going to be saying that, oh, the national anthem, it will bring prosperity. Yes, Shebi it has been bringing the prosperity down to their table. At least the rice has come down. A drum of beans now is nothing to write home about. And the Shege is just getting more pro mass to another pro mass level. So that is by the side. And another thing about I want to say is that yes, the religion aspect. I am a Muslim, but um, going to Hajj is the fifth pillar of Islam, and it is not a must for you to. It's not a must for you to go, except if God give you the resources. And giving you the resources doesn't mean that you have to go to Lapo. You have to go and lend money to go to Hajj. I don't know if
Practically,
please
you
am I
have to
going?
be
Am I
able to
communicating?
afford it.
Okay.
It's not by
Yes,
force to even say going to
it
Hajj
is
is
not
not by
by force.
force.
Okay,
Believe you me.
the five pillars of Islam is number one, the faith. So going back to the Hajj, which is the fifth one, sir. So even if you are to go to Hajj, the people you are living back at house, they need to be well fed. They shouldn't be lacking anything. So I don't see why people have to be subjecting themselves to something that even now, okay, or the Mecca, the Saudi Arabia, we at least we are funding their economy.
And now
We are funding their
tourism.
economy.
They call it
So
tourism. When
so
people
I
go
don't
there, they say they are coming,
and
they are tourists. You know, that's what they call them. The visa they give to
and
them is tourist visa.
yes now. And the most funniest part of it is that, sir Maigo, you will see some of these people that they will come back after stoning Satan, the stoning Shaitan, they will come back and they will still be they are still going to open beer, they
And
are
now,
still going to do sabaka night to be as in so I'm not
you know
imagining that what
something, even
which stone
if
do
they
you
are
go and throw?
opening beer, to drink beer, to smoke, I think I can leave them
Exactly.
with God. I can see where let God
You will see
habit,
them,
Abi.
for
But
example,
how do you go to Mecca
you
and
will
come
see
back
them.
to Nigeria and you continue the habit of the evil, the criminality you have been doing?
Exactly. So now you went there to stone. You went there to stone Satan. Definitely, Satan has even stoned you already. You will see them, Alaji Musili Akisoya. You will see them, Alaji Koko Zaria. You will see, I mean, Ọlọ́run kú sùúrù o, Ọlọ́run kú sùúrù o. To
That's why
me,
you have to leave
yeah,
it to God.
I believe that thunder.
Yes, you have to let God judge them based on some of those things. But when it comes to their criminal
So
activities, they can be like, nah.
I just,
Go on, Idris.
well, this is my own submission. This is my own submission. I have many things to say, but I just forget everything. So let me just give room for the other people to talk. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Idris. You have a good one, okay? So I need to remind us, right? We only have just about 15 minutes to go, okay? So listen, if you joined us midway, kind of, right? And you kind of joined it when it was like a sweet in the middle, and you forgot that your offering is so important, which is like in the broadcast. I'm just reminding you, okay? Do it now before it is too late. Hello there.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayegun.
Afternoon, sir. How
What's
are you?
good? I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Well, I'm fine. I would say I'm trying to be though. So thanks for asking.
Yeah, I watched your video yesterday about the Kenyan situation, and I'm just wondering. Hopefully, you're not kind of hinting at some revolution in Nigeria, though. It's
I'm
kind of
not thinking
subtle.
anything. I'm
Uh,
just showing them what other they are. It's just like a comparative analysis, sort of, right? Kenya
yeah.
and Nigeria have so much in common. Okay, so it will be a good thing to show to them that well, what they couldn't finish information. Nigeria, some people have copied it and they've managed to get that to break their own chains. What people do with
Yeah.
it, now, it's completely theirs. I really do wish
Yeah.
they could possibly do something. I wish.
Yeah. Well, two things I just wanted to drop before I leave is
Please.
I don't know if you've heard about the GMO food in Nigeria. I think that's linked to
I've
Bill
done
Gates.
several bits on that. In case if you don't know,
Oh,
I
oh,
have.
I
But
didn't.
tell us what you know too. Yeah, tell us.
I guess if you've done, I probably need to go and watch because you you know a lot more than me in that space.
No,
But I
I
just
don't.
think it's
That's see,
ridiculous.
that's a total
Okay.
misrepresentation, right? I don't. You assume
Yeah.
I do, right? You know what I do on this platform, right? If I get to know something,
Yeah.
I quickly come here boldly with confidence because yes, I found out. So if you're going to tell me I am
Yeah.
wrong, I'll tell you what I know first, right? So that if you want to tell me I am wrong, I will now be attentive and say, okay, did I miss something? I want to hear. Even if you think I am
Now,
right, it doesn't mean that I actually know it all. So you can still share. But if
no,
you just
no.
want to bring
Now
it
I'm
to our attention, right? A lot of people here know already. We've done.
yeah.
I've even shown them the GMO chicken so that you can know we've gone far on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous because
It's
some countries
absolutely
like
unbelievable.
Brazil they've refused GMO food. Even the EU wouldn't have free trade with the US because of the agro food in the US that they don't like. And there are all these deficiencies, or you have like birth defects in kids. You don't even know what you're putting in. How they suck up nutrients in the soil and they make it impossible to actually grow. Instead, you become more dependent on buying seeds from the West. And I also don't know what Tinubu's idea of the presidency is because he's so eager to travel anywhere just to show his face, almost like he needs recognition, but he's not really doing
Validation.
anything. He doesn't even have a right hand man that knows how exactly to steer the country's economy. So I don't know. We'll just wait and see for how long this would
Yeah, the more people
keep
know, I
going.
think the more people know the possibility of them sort of breaking the cycle, because that's the most we can hope on, right? A lot of people believe
Yeah,
that it is total misrepresentation, right? For people to think
mm,
Nigerians don't really know what is going on, they just choose what they want to give attention to. So maybe if more and more of this kind of information continue to land on their laps and all of that, and they can no longer claim ignorance, right? Then maybe something will
yeah,
shift. So we can't stop. We just need to keep throwing it out there, you know?
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
though.
And lastly, I don't get the priorities of our some politicians. Now, I understand a famous musician in Nigeria got married, but then we see like governor of Lagos State, some king. I'm not gonna say his name, but the insult on the monarchy, on the establishment, and equally so the Lagos State. I'm trying not to say too much, just so DSN is not tracking
You
me.
are trying to
But
just be like, no, you know what people will say sometimes? They say, like, I know what I would have said, but home training won't let me say them the way I want to. So I'll just keep
yeah,
quiet. Go. I get
yeah,
it, Baba. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Go on.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's all. You kind of get the idea of where I'm heading at, though.
I get you too. But you know something,
Yeah,
I'm glad you are able to sort of add your voice too. Okay. But there are some
yeah,
things that one will later become eventually. And that would be these guys, no matter how much you try to be respectful. You know, they are very disrespectful, by the way, right? They do all
mm,
these things, then they look at us they look straight into our eyes, right? And then tell us that we are stupid for trying to question what they are doing. Like we are stupid. We don't understand. No, you won't understand. They look straight into our eyes, okay, and tell
yeah,
us that our lives are better with them,
mm,
right? They said our complaints are just out of the fact that we are spoiled. And that's an
yeah,
insult. It's called insulting our intelligence. These guys will look at us and blame us for why Nigeria is what it is. With the right information, right? One of these days, they are going to make you lose that your home training. Okay, the one that is
yeah,
still holding your key back will make you lose it. You won't give a damn anymore. We'll get there.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Please
I will
think
back
about
it.
what I'm gonna say real quick
Yeah,
before I head
please
out.
say it.
Um, There was a policeman in Kenya who was part of those busing the protesters, right? He got a call that I think his sibling was killed during the protest. So let that sink in to the ruling bodies of Nigeria.
God bless you, my brother, sir. You have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You have a good one, I would say, for the last time, and I'm taking my last. Oh, hang on, I think I can still take maybe one or two more if this caller is generous and not kind of like use all the time. Yeah, it's another caller. Hello.
Good evening, Mayagu.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I just have like two things to say. Because of what you said about the data selling, long time ago, I saw one comedian in Nigeria. He went to London and he went to one cyber cafe and he saw our data being taken by these cyber cafe. And on this comment section, I now wrote, how can we be giving out our data in a foreign land by in a cyber cafe? Now, under that my comment, a lot of lashes, people like from Nigeria, they were shouting on me, are you stupid? It's Nigerian government that gave it to them to do. They are doing it, it's working. I said, do you know what you're giving away? In abroad here, before you say anything about your data, there's what they call, in German, they call it data schützen. So data protection, they have to,
people go to
they have to,
for playing with it.
yeah, even my wife cannot call on my behalf without me being beside her. Then they will ask her date of birth or so. If my wife said he's here, I will say it by myself and give my wife back to the photo, speak for me. So when I saw it, when I saw it, I was like, what is going on here? How can we be putting our data on the street? So they were talking about rubbish, insult everywhere, So people should not be making excuses for people living in Nigeria. They are stupid. Then another thing, another thing is this Davido's wedding. I observed something yesterday. Although a lot of critics are coming, but I observed something. Do you know that they said over 70 private jets were in Lagos yesterday? And you saw the video. If you happen to see the video on the internet, there's a lot of prominent people there. Oba Oni was there, Obasanjo was there. There's a lot of them, many of them governors, chiefs. Even the video was talking that he brought out 50 chiefs from Igbo land, But I noticed something. The youths, the Jay-Z, what they call us, the Jay-Z, the youth, they didn't recognize all those people. There's no room for politics topic. Normally when politicians they gather like this, you will see what like they decide to
of it later when they will drag themselves. But this one, no.
Yeah, but there's no time. Nobody even looking at them. No, they were like the youth covered everywhere, even in front of the video and the wife. There's a lot of you standing there. So you see the officials, when they left the arena, nobody knows. Nobody noticed them. So from there, the lesson is that they should know that nobody sees them again. Because the day of the fracas, it will be bloody. Nobody will see them. Nobody seeing them again. Then another thing is that I saw a lot of youths, thousands of youths standing on the roadside, begging money, shouting, begging the people, the fathers and the children, the fathers and the children that made their life miserable, begging them money on the street. It's a pity. And thank you so much, my ego. That's all I want to see.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Time as well, right? Some points there, ladies and gentlemen. Lessons here and there, left, right, and center. Everybody they pick from their own ad knock university, because I think that's what life is, though. I think it was my grandfather that told me that I was very young. Okay, I can't remember what the conversation was anymore. Okay? But I just remember that he told me something about life is going to send me to the ad knock university, and I will learn about life. Okay, on my own. And I think life is like a hard knock. And then you learn how to fall. You fall down, you rise, you fall again, and all of that stuff. So life will actually knock sense into you. If you won't get sense without to, for some people, if you knock on like this, if you do like this to their head, if you shake on like you can just say kuro 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 kuro. And when I say kuro kuro, it's like when you put something inside the pangolo, you shake on kuro 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 kuro. Brain want it dry, want it freeze. There's no amount of anything that can actually bring it back to life. I know those ones too. Baba yo my echo shani ko. Sorry. Do I have a caller on the line? Do I leave some? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I left somebody on there and I didn't get them connected. So I actually want to take one more. Just one more call, and we can all call it a night. And that should be somebody who is going to make it very brief. Now there are. So one last thing as well, okay? Please, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, please do. This is your own offering, you know. Probably going to see it later and be like, oh, I forgot to. Offering. Oh. Hello there.
Hello, brother Michael.
Hello, ma. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
So you are my
So I'll try and make it quick.
Our lady, Celia. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. So yesterday I've been trying to call, but I was not able to. But I'll try and make it brief, as I said, about the Kenya stuff going on. And I'm glad that maybe for some reason I was not able to call through, because the way I was shaking and my tone, I would have just scattered everything with what I was saying. Anyways, still that the point I want to make is just one or two. You see, these are our case in Nigeria. Unless we are united, nothing is going to work. United either to have our own country, united either to take back Nigeria, united either to fight against those fat pot belly guys right there. Unless but just check it out. We are saying this here, another person is saying that there. It's just like a basin of Guinea corn, just an example, you know, and then you put a pile of Guinea corn. Someone is trying to pack the Guinea corn and put it in the basin to make it like a pile. Well, another one is packing it to the side and pouring it. So how does it work? It doesn't. Unless we are united, this thing will never work. We're just wasting our time. That is why those that are not in should check the hell out. We are not playing with anybody. None of us here is anybody's mate. And I don't care whether you're older than me by age or not. Because respect is reciprocal. Look at Kenya. This thing that is happening is not bigger than us in Nigeria. We have people that are strong-willed, strong-minded people that today, I tell you, someone just said something earlier. The guy said that we should go to Abuja. Where is that place they sit down to do their meeting? Parliament or whatever. That is where we should head to. Because should they tried MSAS? Did it work? Because it's in different places. I thank God for strategy. I just thank God because that guy mentioned that thing. Because sometimes we don't know, but when we all talk, somehow somebody will bring out the idea and it keeps on in a certain direction to follow. But I'm glad that we're talking. As I said I'll keep it brief. But it's just a whole lot to say. But anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you too, Celia. You did well too because you kept your time. Okay. I appreciate everyone who has called in to make their own, their own contributions as well. Like you practically just shared how you feel towards all these things we have been talking about. So greatly, thank you, everyone. So that's where we're going to draw the curtains at this evening. And I will see you some other time. So thanks a lot, and you all have a good night. Good night.
My Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.